Hey, so this is me in my pajamas, looking pretty gross, acting like a complete a knob. It is Sunday, feeling like a bit of a potato, probably quite gross because I've worked all weekend. So the first thing I do is whack on some banging tunes. Then I sit down at my desk to start my reset routine, usually with a cup of green tea. I get my laptop, my weekly planner, my handy dandy trusty notebook for everything in my life, and a pen, obviously. Oh, and I forgot this little green, grim looking diary. So the first thing I do is I write out a list of wins and losses from the past week. Sometimes I carry a lot of the negativity from the week previously into the new week, and this is something I don't want to do. So in the wins I'll write stuff like getting a good result, or played squash, or made it to the gym this week. And then in the losses I'll write stuff like I lost my match, or I didn't get up early every day. And then basically with the losses, to kind of put them in the past, I just cross them out. So this is me rejecting them from my future life while acknowledging them in my past and learning from them. So I'll think a bit over what I've done and kind of think how I can improve in the week forward, and just come to some sort of a conclusion as to how I can avoid similar losses in the future. And this is me giving them the middle finger, because why not? Then I open up my laptop and I whip up my university timetable. This is it. Pretty disgusting. And this is me having a mental breakdown over my university timetable because it's just too much, and help me. And then once I've regained myself again, I get my notebook and I write a list of all the tasks that I want to get done during the week. So these are deadlines, YouTube stuff, I have a few uni deadlines due, and then I will prioritize these tasks based on how important they are. So like my poster is pretty flippin' important. It's a big deal for my dissertation, kind of. And then I will write the deadline for them next to the tasks. With YouTube videos this is a bit more flexible, but I still like to get them done by a certain time. So there you go, I end up with a list of priorities, and then I will write down how long I think each of these is going to take me. That's me crying over how long my dissertation is going to take me this week. Yeah, so if the tasks are for the same thing, I'll add up the hours, and this is me being very sad about the fact that I have to do 7 hours of work on a poster. Then I will refer back to my uni timetable and my little appointments book, so I have anything that is like a fixed standing appointment in this book. And then I will pop it all in this weekly planner. So how I do this is I get my tasks, I get my appointments book, and I get my uni timetable, and I collate them all into my weekly planner. This is a pretty long process, but hang in there with me. It actually works quite well. It's quite in-depth and takes a bit of a while, but once you get used to it, it's okay. So I'll put stuff like the gym in as well, and any like YouTube stuff, and what time I want to get up, and what time things will roughly happen at. This is all very rough, and like I'm very forgiving of myself if stuff doesn't happen at this time. And then I put any errands in, like going to Tesco, we all need food. And then no uni on Wednesday, yay! And then in this little to-do section of my weekly planner, I'll put any little tasks that I need to just like think back over and like confirm some details of, or like anything that I want to do. And then in my little chores section, I will put down stuff like doing laundry, changing my bed sheets, just stuff that I want to get done this week specifically. And during this process, I will probably down the entire cup of tea because it is stressful, and here I am downing tea. Yum. And then I have this nice little week planned out, and I will then transfer the uni and the gym times into my weekly appointment book so I know to go. Look at that, isn't it nice? Another thing I do on my laptop is a meal plan, so I will plan out what I'm eating based around my uni timetable and how much time I'll have in the middle of the day and in the evenings, etc. And usually the breakfast is pretty standard, it's just oats. Midday varies quite a bit. I'm pretty set on like what I eat in the week now, but this just helps me formulate a bit of a shopping list so that I know what to buy when I go to Tesco. I do this on Sundays because this is just the most appropriate day to do it on. And it's just like eliminates a whole decision process that I would spend ages faffing over and probably waste a lot of money on food I don't need. And this is me, done, fed up, closing my laptop. Finally. And then I have a little jam to whatever music's playing, because looking at my week ahead kind of depresses me a bit, but I always feel better having organised it and knowing exactly what I'm doing. So then I get any chores that I want to do. This just lets me get a bit of a head start on my week. So I do laundry, I like to tidy up my general room, get it looking nice and pristine again, and nice and clean. And this is me jamming along to Hayley Kiyoko as I tidy, because she is my jam at the moment. I love her. Lesbian Jesus for the win. And then I sit down in front of my mirror and I take off any makeup that I may have been bothered to put on. This is me discovering reflections. Wow. So yeah, I just take them off. I want to get a better method than cotton pads because they're quite polluting to the environment, but I currently have a roll that I will not be repurposing or repurchasing, so I'm just using them up. And I use micellar water, and then I moisturise with some Lush moisturiser. I'm really trying to use up my Lush stuff. And the amount of moisturiser I put on and how violently I rub it into my face is indicative of how stressful the week before has been. And then I moisturise my tattoos, because tattoo care is very important. And just my general whole body, if I want to. Look at them biceps. There you go, I'm looking very shiny, clean and moisturised. Yes, Tamara, hide yourself in your hood. And then I hop into bed, because it's probably bedtime at this point in time. I might watch a few YouTube videos, and I'll have my hot water bottle because it's cold in England at the moment, and I will drink some water, hydrate, you know, do the stuff. Drink some green tea as well at the same time, and read my book just to kind of like wind down after a long stressful week, because we all know weeks are long and weeks are stressful. Please ignore the dirty bowl on my floor. I had some Weetabix before this. And then I'll go to sleep. Well,
I pretty recently devised this Sunday night refresh, and I have found it really helps me throughout the week. I recently made a video on how I de-stress, so if you want to check that out, do. You'll notice that I didn't completely fill up my evenings or my days, and that is because I like to spend time with my friends and my girlfriend, because relationships are important in keeping mental health going, and just social interactions. Humans are social animals. But yeah, this is just what I do. I hope it was helpful. Check out that de-stress routine if you find yourself being a frequently stressy bean. And yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe if you want. I put some effort into this one. I hope you enjoyed it.